extended family. Can I say?
6 grandsons.
Extended family.
Extended family. Yes. My parents are not alive. But my father was born in 1912. My mother, 20. So they're not alive now. They would be very, very old. And so it's just my sister. I have one sister, younger. Mm-hmm. And she has one child, one daughter who's married. And I have 3 cousins. And that's about it.
Small family.
But it's my children have lots of children. Yeah. So so you'll know the terms. When I got married, my husband's parents, mother and father, became my relatives, but they're called in-laws. Okay, so his father is my father-in-law. His mother is my mother-in-law. His brother is my brother-in-law. And my sister is his sister-in-law. But this is where we stop using in-law. My brother-in-law has 2 sons, but I call them nephew.
So you have to write a family teacher.
Those are nephews. And my sister has 1 daughter. She's a niece. Yeah. So that's our system of families. But we do have grandparents and grandchildren. I can never remember how to spell granddaughter. It has 2 D's. I think it. So. So, grandsons That's my daughter and my son's children. They're my grandsons. They're my husband's grandsons. If one of them had had a girl, that would be my granddaughter. All of them together are my grandchildren. And my grandfather and grandmother are my grandparents. So my grandfather on my father's side, meaning my father's father, was born in 1875. Very old. And my grandmother, 1876. So they're not around anymore. Yeah. My grandmother lived until the 1970s. So she saw the world change quite a bit from 1876 until the 1970s. So when she was born, the United States was not complete. There were still places that did not belong to the U.S. in what is now the U.S. Women could not own property. Women could not work. By the 1970s, all the laws had changed for women. So she saw a great deal. When she was in her 30s, when the automobile came around, so she rode on a horse. Horse and buggy, we call it.
She's a cowgirl.
Do you have a great granddaughter?
Not yet. But because I have one son who's 17,
Soon.
maybe. Sometime. We hope he will finish school and go to college, but we don't know.
Granddaughter, how to call you?
Great-grandmother.
Great grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are various names. Mother. So mother can be mom. What my children called me in the house was mom. I've heard people say mama.
Mama.
I've heard ma.
Noodle.
What?
Instant noodle.
It's a
Instant noodle. Mama.
mama. Oh, the doll. Yes. Oh, yes. When those dolls came out, I think they used to call them mama dolls because they say mama. Yeah. Fathers can be dad.
Daddy.
Oops. Oh, you do hear mommy. And this can be spelled two ways.
Mommy.
Mummy. You know, I've wondered in the UK because they say mum.
children call
Do they ever say mummy? You know what a mummy is?
Yeah.
my children
From
call
Egypt?
mommy.
Mummy? But probably because of the UK accent. Yeah.
Mommy.
So in the UK, I know they say mum.
Mommy.
Yeah. And they also, in the US, it's polite to show respect for a woman to say yes, ma'am, when they say something to you. And for a man, you'd say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In Great Britain, here's how you spell ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a strange way. They pronounce this mum like mother. I don't know why. I was told though, the only time they say ma'am is to the Queen. So the rest of us, it's mum. So dad, daddy, papa, pop.
Dada.
Dada is
My grandson.
baby talk.
Yeah, my grandson. Dada, dada.
Yeah. A grown person would not say dada in the US, but the baby, because they're learning to say these other words. Yeah, yeah. What else have we got?